Tropic Thunder
funny
is
movies. We've
really
talked about
movie.
Tropic Thunder 1,000 times. We haven't talked about
It's
The
so good.
Room. Have you guys seen The Room?
The
You mean that
jokey movie because it's so bad. I have watched it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's dreadful. It's difficult to watch.
It's rough to watch because
I watched
it's
The Room.
so there's no continuity.
Dude, okay, I disagree. I feel like there's perfect continuity. The plot of this movie couldn't be laid out any more clearly. It is just like, hey, Mark, how's your sex life? Like
hi, Mark.
they like take you from one part of the plot to the next in crazy, super obvious ways. This movie couldn't be simpler to understand. There's one character who made the movie, wrote the script, and starred in it, and he made himself the absolute perfect hero in this thing, where everybody is a dick except him. And like, there's a bunch of sex scenes which aren't half bad. I don't know, they kind of fuck sternums and tummies, but if you can get over that, there's plenty of boob in it, and I'm always down for that. I got a big kick out of The Room. I think it's a must see. I think that movie was serious. It's so bad. The acting is so terrible.
Oh, he's trying.
The Room.
So that's Tommy Wiseau. That guy's name is Tommy Wiseau. He's trying his best. That is his best effort at making a serious film, and he's failing spectacularly. And it's known as one of those so bad it's good, but it's what it's truly known as one of the top bottom three or top three, however you want to look at it, worst movies ever made. I have a better one that is both equally as bad, I think, in different kind of technical ways: continuity errors, acting, script, delivery, all of it. But also it's funny. Like me and Dirty watched it while we were stoned, or maybe on acid. Yeah, it was just me and Dirty. Everybody else was outside, and we were high on acid. And he thought it was one of the funniest things he'd ever seen. Samurai Cop. Samurai Cop is perhaps top 3 worst movies ever made. They're trying to do sort of a spin on Lethal Weapon, where you've got like long-haired white cop and mustachioed black cop, and they're LA police officers. You know, drug, corruption, organized crime, that sort of thing. It is remarkably bad. And some of the things that they say, there are these long, terribly delivered speeches because they'd only give them like one take. And this guy's like, you listen to me, you son of a bitch. I won't have you here in my country spreading drugs, crime, and corruption. America is about, and look, there's no cutting. We're just, America is about freedom and justice and being able to walk the streets and look yourself in the eye and know that still hasn't cut, still just on and going. And it goes on with this terrible like
monologue,
like that was like written the night before, and like it's crap, it's bad. And he just and they cut back to the other guy, and he's just like, "Get the fuck out of here, you!" And it's just like, what? There's one part. There's an interaction between
the whole movie's on YouTube for free.
There's an interaction between this hot helicopter police woman and our main hero, and she's like, I can't remember the exact dialogue, but she's like, "Yeah, I got a package for you right here," and he's like, "Oh yeah, is it hot and ready?" She's like, "Oh yeah, hot and ready for you." He's like, "All right, well keep it hot so I can come take delivery in a little while." "All right, it's hot and ready whenever you're ready to take delivery." They're just like talking about her pussy with double entendres for like 3 minutes over the radio.
Half the movies in a Little Caesars.
He flirts with a nurse, and she straight up says something like, "Hey, you want to fuck?" And he's just like, "I think I do." "Yeah, you got a big cock." And it's just like, and then like cuts to the black guy, and it's one of the funniest like meme reactions ever. He goes, "Ooh." He makes this little face like this lady's talking so dirty, and then it ends up with like her deciding his dick's not big enough to fuck him, and it's just them talking in a hallway randomly, like
just needless dialogue.
Then you get to the sword fights, because remember, this is Samurai Cop. There's only one sword fight. It's the end of the movie, and there's no reason for him to have a sword. There's no discussion of him being a samurai or having any training in the martial arts. But at the end, he pulls out a sword and has a sword fight with an actual sword master. And they filmed it so out of order that he had gotten a fucking haircut. So as they cut back and forth, sometimes he's got a ridiculous woman's wig on. and sometimes he doesn't. And then sometimes the humidity is so much that the wig has like poofed up and like gotten short and silly. And the whole fight is like continuity errors and silliness.
I'm watching the fight right now at the end. This is brutal. This is bad. I scrubbed through a little bit. The blood color is the worst I've ever seen. It's like the person in the props department had just heard about blood from someone before. Like it is as bright as a red Kool-Aid all over the floor. And
if
it
you're
is
looking for
watery.
a bad movie to watch, I recommend that one. If you're looking for a good show to watch, I recommend For All Mankind. And yeah, that's all I've been watching recently. I've just been binging For All Mankind. I'm on season 3, episode 9, I think.
You're almost
and the
done.
beauty is episode 10 debuts tomorrow. So I'll be able to watch like episode 9 tonight and episode 10 tomorrow, I guess, and finish the season off. And they do a good job of like, season finales are big deals. Like we make a major accomplishment or we do a thing, you know. And so I'm looking forward to the end of season 3. It's a really strong show.
That's where season 3 is it out yet?
Yes.
Like are they doing week by week or is it finished?
That's what I was just saying. Only one episode to go, and it comes out tomorrow.
That's okay. Thank you. I was doing titles.
Yeah, 10 episodes. 10 episodes per season. I'm going to explore some more Apple TV stuff once I'm through this. I'm pleasantly surprised with my first show. I think I'm going to try out Severance because I know you said that was pretty good.
No,
you didn't like Severance. I think most people do though, so I'm still going to try it.
Yeah, try it. Here's my take on Severance. It hooked me with the first episode. I'm like, all right, a little slow, but this concept is fantastic.
Gotcha.
And then it just seemed like it was all fat, all waiting, all unveiling, and I'm like, no, like move this plot, please. But maybe you like a slower burn than me.
I will say this about For All Mankind. There is a point somewhere in the middle of season 2 where I literally yelled at the TV, "Go back to space! I don't care about your lesbian tryst. I don't care anymore. I care, just not 30 minutes worth of screen time.
It's too much caring, yeah, especially in a space show. You want space.
Lesbian tryst should be all naked.
No, they should have a lesbian tryst show.
Again, I won't
keep it out of space.
I think you're getting to the you're getting to the
episode 8, season 1.
Who's about to go up into space, or who's going up in the ship right now?
What happened? I'm trying not to be so spoiler. Apollo 15 just came back, and they're like 2 years later, and then they bring a better ship, and that's where my episode ended.
Okay.
Apollo 15.
Well, I don't know exactly what you are, but I will say this: there's a really good episode where there are 2 ships that go up at essentially the same time.
I haven't seen that.
Okay. So one ship is when you get to the episode that's fun, that's excellent, maybe the best episode. What's essentially happening is there's one ship up there to do some satellite repair, and there's another ship up there, I think, going to the moon. And so there's a bit of an interaction between those 2 ships. They're both United States ships, but the interaction is the coolest thing. I think it's the best episode they have.
No, I look forward to that.
Tremendous.